Hey guys, thank you so much for coming to your daily reading. This reading is for March 25th and March 26th. This should resonate for Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want to receive alerts for when I post. Also too, if this reading resonates and you'd like a little bit more clarity, please feel free to check out my website. The link will be in the description below. And with that being said, let's go ahead and hop into the reading. I do want to say this, guys, I'm going to change it up a little bit because I am going to be pulling from the, what deck is this? The Black Moon astrology cards. These are pretty dope. And I don't know, I just felt like we should, you know, switch it up. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with air first, okay? What's going on with Aquarius, the 25th and the 26th, 25th and 26th of March. Okay, so you guys have, kind of funny, the Mercury retrograde reinvention, sorry, I lied. What's going on with Aquarius, 25th and 26th of March. Okay, Six of Wands, maybe dealing with a Leo. What's going on? Okay. Three of Cups, maybe it is a Cancer. Okay, how you guys are being perceived as to the world is very hands-on, I feel like. I feel like people look at you as somebody who's definitely, you know, taking the reins, somebody who is not necessarily waiting for something to happen, but also in a position where if you want something, you have the ability to manifest whatever you want. So I think that's pretty dope. But, you know, in the inside, you guys are definitely diligently working on something. Now, whether it's for work or school or in a relationship, we'll clarify this in a second. But I do want to go ahead and talk about this Mercury retrograde, okay? So, you know, as we all know, you know, there's 3 or 4 times a year that we go through the Mercury retrograde, right? Which means we go back or we retreat to, you know, what... retreat to something, you know, of the past. So Mercury is definitely not a planet that's very predictable, which is kind of interesting because neither is Aquarius. But once it goes into retrograde, it's like trying to drive like a car backwards, right? So everything ruled by Mercury definitely begins to wobble and go off kilter a little bit. Now, when this card is present, this card actually represents the Two of Swords. So if we think of the Two of Swords, you know, it's definitely a block or a glitch or something screwed up or some type of miscommunication or almost like a level of carelessness. Be careful if you guys are traveling that you don't miss any of your flights. Also, you know, this can be a time where your computers are going a little bit wonky, and definitely it's a time for changes and also unforeseen changes, okay? So just understand that more than likely these next couple of days, you're gonna feel a little bit off track, okay? Especially with this card being here. Now, why is the Six of Wands here for Aquarius with the Eight of Cups? Okay, so you guys definitely could be leaving a place where you're feeling comfortable. Maybe something's happened where you feel the sense to walk away, or this can be you single now, you know, leaving that single life and going into something more substantial here, possibly with a Pisces or a Sagittarius, okay? What's the energy of the Wheel of Fortune here for Aquarius? It's the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like you're teeter-tottering right now. That's why I want you guys to be really, really careful with whatever communication you're having, because with the Two of Pentacles here and this card, it's pretty much telling you, you know, this wheel can go either way. So, you know, right now how you're being perceived is, you know, very uplifting and, you know, like you've won some type of battle, but you're being forced to walk away from whatever type of situation. Now, depending on how you walk away from your situation will determine how this wheel falls. So whether the wheel goes in your favor or goes against it, okay? Why is the Three of Cups here for Aquarius? Okay, the Three of Cups is clarified by the Four of Pentacles. You know, that's definitely Capricorn energy. If you guys are dealing with a Cancer or a Capricorn, I feel like there's definitely multiple people here. I feel like there's a level of stubbornness and, you know, the fact that a decision needs to be made, but a decision isn't being made. Also, I feel like somebody's withholding a lot of information and both parties are somewhat upset, especially with this Five of Wands. That's definitely Leo energy as well. In regards to, or actually, yeah, the Four of Pentacles is definitely Capricorn energy, and the Five of Wands is Leo energy and Saturn, okay? So be very, very careful, because this non-communication, you know, and it can be the fact that, you know, you're the one that's in control right now. Be careful, because that can change fast, okay? And you guys are probably dealing with a Leo, because here is a Strength card. Also, this can be said like, hey, you guys need to be strong and be very clear with your words and not be so hurtful. So how you're being viewed by other people, like I said, you guys are making moves and you're making it swiftly, right? You're doing things that, you know, you're thinking of it and you're doing it, and you're having some type of fast communication. Maybe you've recently met somebody online, you've wanted to talk to them, and now all of a sudden there's this rapid communication going back and forth between the both of you. And right now, how you're sitting is the Eight of Pentacles, which is definitely Virgo energy with Justice. So you're being very balanced right now. You're trying to balance everything out. Just be careful that the scales don't go either way. Maybe dealing with a Libra, maybe a Virgo or a Gemini, or an Aries here. So I just want to say, Aquarius, be careful, you know, especially these next couple of days with your lines of communication, okay? All right, let's hop into Gemini. Hey, Gemini, how's it going? All right, woo. Okay, so the 25th and the 26th for Gemini, March 25th, 26th for Gemini, what's going on? Okay, ooh, 8th house, endings and beginnings. Okay, that's pretty dope, right? All right, what's going on with Gemini? 25th and 26th of March. Okay. Possibly you guys are dealing with a Sagittarius. Okay, what's going on with Gemini? Ooh, that one just shot the hell out. Or an Aquarius, or maybe they have some type of Aquarius in their chart. Definitely could be dealing with, you know, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius again. And actually, again, Aquarius is coming in heavy. You guys have the Star card twice here, which is pretty fascinating. And honestly, 3 out of the 4 of your cards, they're all major arcana. So something these next couple of weeks, something's happening and it's huge, okay? I'm not trying to sound like, you know, creepy ass Donald Trump with it's huge, but it's something big is happening here, okay? Now, when the 8th house comes up, right? It's almost like it represents like a long dark night before, you know, the actual light comes, where there's like a new dawn, but for a period of time, you know, it's unclear. So when we get this card, it's also letting you know that, you know, Gemini is going through a period of great transformation, which makes sense here because we have all these cards, right? You know, whatever's going on here for us, guys, maybe it seems like life or death, or like we can't live without it, you know, but this is just letting you know, like, it's fine, you know what I mean? Maybe we're evaluating some of our life choices that, you know, we need to change for the better, or, you know, something happens where life just kind of crumbles, right? Or a situation crumbles. Also, too, as far as like, health-wise, I should say, this card can mean possibly like some type of long-term illness with, you know, an extended recovery period for someone who is connected to you or important to you, okay? Like somebody that's either elderly, they possibly are sick, or, you know, there's something here that pertains to, and I don't mean to make this dark because that's not my jig, but something is definitely here where something is going on where there's not really a cure, but and this may only be for certain people, not everybody, But yeah, okay, so that's that. Also too, kind of funny, Gemini, but the 8th house represents the 9 of Swords. So, you know, definitely some type of passing away, sharing resources, dangers, the occult, ghosts. Maybe we're running into some type of, you know, ghost here or there. Psychic gifts are definitely heightened at this moment, Gemini. So just understand that whatever's going on in your life, you're not crazy. Shit really is probably all over the place, okay? Why is Temperance here for Gemini with the 6 of Swords? Maybe you guys are traveling to see a Sagittarius, or a Sagittarius is coming to see you. This is also Aquarius energy. Something's being said here between you and this person about forward movement. What's being said? Woo! The Sun. Okay, maybe you guys want to go on a trip together. Maybe you guys want to go to California or, you know, Florida, somewhere where it's sunny, maybe somewhere where it's tropical. But, you know, you're trying to have a very balanced approach here with this person. And communication is very good, okay? It's like lines of communication are very straightforward and it's very real. And I feel like this is making you and whoever, you know, this person is, possibly a Sagittarius, extremely happy. Why is the Star card here for Gemini? With the King of Wands, okay? Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. Now, here's the thing. So either you guys are exchanging messages back and forth, because a lot of times I look at the Star card as like communication, right? So you and this King of Wands are having a level of communication. It can also be that you're hoping something with this King of Wands. What's being... Okay, what's going on? Why are you showing me these guys together? 8 of Wands. Okay, you guys are seeing each other, or if you guys have recently met each other on the internet, there is an open line of communication. I do want to be honest, Gemini, there is a lot of Sagittarius energy, because 8 of Wands is definitely Sagittarius and Mercury. So it's a very light, fun, you know, passionate type of communication. It's not heavy. It's not overly, you know, King of Swords, but it's definitely something that is good. I feel like it's something that is refreshing. All right. Okay. How people are perceiving you. It's the King of Swords with Justice. So Libra, definitely, they're viewing you as highly analytical, but, you know, very fair, I feel like. And, you know, they look at you as somebody who's going to make the right decision and not necessarily make a wrong decision in this sense, but somebody who's very fixated, and you're fixated either on your work, you're fixated on writing something in particular, or you're fixated on making sure that you're doing the right thing. Okay, now how you feel on the inside is the Star card with the 2 of Pentacles. So this is definitely Capricorn and Jupiter. So I feel like you're going back and forth with, you know, waiting. I feel like time is of an essence right now. So maybe you are waiting for this travel right here with this 8 of Wands, King of Wands, and, you know, the 6 of Swords. There's a level of travel here, or a level of movement. And I feel like, you know, during this time period, you are having communication, open communication with this person, but you are juggling back and forth. And, you know, I definitely feel like you guys are right now for this next couple of days in some type of waiting period for whoever to say something to you, or for you to say something to them. There's definitely something going on there. Okay, so Gemini, hopefully that makes sense. Let's go ahead and hop over to Libra. Hopefully, you guys are liking this new setup. What's going on with Libra, the 25th and the 26th? What's going on with Libra, 25th and 26th? 4th house, roots. That's kind of dope. Okay, Libra, I see you. I'm here for it. I'm a Libra ascending, so sometimes this shit really does resonate for me too. What's going on with Libra, 25th and 26th of March? Woo! Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so some type of newness, some type of start, maybe some type of job offer is coming in. You know, 25th and 26th for Libra. Holy cannoli, that just literally shot out my thing. Okay. You guys have the Page of Swords, so possibly dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. There's some type of communication that's coming in. Maybe something that you feel like has been suspended or blocked for a period of time, especially with, you know, the Hangman. It's something you're thinking about. People see you deep, you know, deep in your head, and it's not like you can kind of like fake the fun, okay? Like, that's kind of, you know, how this is. Now, The fourth house is ruled by the moon, okay? And this definitely is something that governs our feelings. And it's like, it's all the ways that we're emotional, touchy-feely, dreams, our souls, yearning. You know, this card definitely signifies, you know, our home, our family, you know, our early stages of childhood, okay? It also symbolizes mothering and motherhood, and, you know, a father who is able, you know, to mother, and, you know, like father, mother, and how they nurture, you know, our kids, right? Also too, it's a beginning of a family. So some of you guys may be starting a family, okay? And it definitely holds something pertaining to like memories like of our ancestors. And it's really about putting down our own roots, right? It's all about starting something that is ours. The fourth house is also about self. So it's definitely centered and grounded, but it also likes to kind of hide away, as well as, you know, definitely some type of like caretaking in a sense, I should say. Also, something that's kind of really, really cool about the fourth house is whatever's being asked may occur around the time of a full moon, which is kind of crazy because we did just have a full moon in Libra. So this card is just, you know, this card actually, believe it or not, represents the Four of Cups, which I think is kind of cool. And it's all about, you know, home, domestic issues, mother, father, ancestors. But, you know, it's all about how you hide or where you hide, you know, finding safety, you know, some type of family secrets may be revealed here. Or, you know, maybe you're adding an addition to a new home, adding a baby, something of that extent, okay? So it is really pertaining to, you know, your guys' home and what grounds you in that sense, all right? So why is the Ace of Pentacles here for Libra? Okay, Ten of Wands, all right. So maybe you guys recently have been going through, you know, something substantial. This is definitely Sagittarius energy. And, you know, you guys are ready to be done with that argument and kind of move on to something, you know, something much different, right? Which is why you have this Ace of Pentacles. And you're also moving on because my question was, what's with the Ace of Pentacles? And it's the Ten of Cups. So if there's something that you've been fighting, Libra, possibly a Pisces, if there's something that you've been fighting, you finally are letting that go, and now you're returning back to a place of this Ten of Cups, back to a place where, you know, you have that level of emotional fulfillment, and one that actually, believe it or not, like with this emotional fulfillment that you guys are having, it's also coming with money. So maybe there's a new job offer coming. Maybe there's some type of talk about some type of additional financial support that's coming in for you guys, okay? What's the Page of Swords? What's the message here at the Page of Swords? Okay. That one also flew off. For those of you, okay, that one also flew off. And it is the Ten of Swords reversed. So I feel like there was some type of argument that probably happened here, maybe with a Gemini, and there was an open line of communication where there was a level of completion here. And because things were said, it's like you're no longer in a place where you're uncomfortable. You know, you're no longer in a place with thinking like, hey, can this work? I mean, I don't know if it can work, you know, does this have the potential, you know, does it have the potential of growing in a sense of growing negatively, or can it grow in a more of a positive light? How does Libra feel about this? Strength card. Maybe you guys are dealing with a Leo. I feel like you feel good about it. I feel like you guys feel like, you know, there was a situation here where, you know, maybe it was bad, right, in the last couple of days, but because you had the ability to communicate in a fashion that everyone can understand, it's like it made you something much, much stronger, okay? Am I right? Yeah, Ace of Wands. So now it's a new beginning between, you know, you and whoever else you're dealing with. The Hangman is clarified by the Knight of Swords. So I feel like you guys were definitely are portraying, like you're in your head, right? About something that needs to be said, about an action that needs to be swift. It's like, you know, you need to get out of your head and just vocalize it and have that forward movement. But there is a level of you know, there is a level here where you're trying to think about the right thing to say, because you do understand this right here, right? It can either go 10 of Swords or 10 of Cups, right? So you're trying to be very, very articulate with how you're expressing your point across. In the inside, you feel like it's a level of being stalled. I feel like you guys are tired. I feel like, you know, you're definitely going through something where it's like, damn, this is too much, you know? But just understand to keep holding on, because things are gonna get much, much better. Okay, Libra, so let's go on to the next. Let's go ahead and get on to water. Make sure I have everything here. Let's see, all right. Where the hell did those big cards go? Oh, here they are, okay. All right, make this straight. Okay, what's going on with Cancer 25th and the 26th? What's going on with Cancer 25th and the 26th? Okay, Pluto transformation. Interesting. That's definitely interesting. Like, there is a level of transformation, and I don't know if it's because it's like that spring equinox where this is like, you know, the first sign setting it off. It was in 0 degrees Libra. Like, there's a level of newness because, you know, we ended, so now we're coming into something much different. I don't know. What's going on with Cancer 25th and 26th of March? Okay, Temperance. You guys may also be dealing with the Sagittarius here. What's going on with Cancer 25th or 26th? Or you have that in your chart. And you guys also have the 9 of Wands reverse. This is also definite Sagittarius energy. You have the Lovers with how you feel on the inside. So that's definitely Gemini. 6 of Swords is Aquarius. Okay. So, you know, it's definitely interesting here, Cancer. And the reason that I'm sitting here saying that this is interesting is because there is a level of transformation, and I do feel like with that transformation, you've had to be somewhat patient, okay? And I think everybody knows this, but Pluto is actually the smallest and the furthest planet in our solar system, and that's probably why it carries the most weight, okay? Because this is definitely something of extremes, all right? Birth, sex, death. Like, that's really what this has to do with, okay? Also, too, I don't know if you guys know this, but, you know, in Greek, or the Greek legend, you know, to say, Pluto was actually the god of the underworld, or also known as Hades. So those of you guys that have watched, what is it, Hercules, we all remember Hades, how he was like, I'm fine, I'm fine. He was always pissed, or he was always like trying to cool his ass down. Anyways, sorry, rant over. So definitely I wanted to say this to here. Things are definitely going to be brought to the surface for you, Cancer. Things that have been hidden, or things that you felt deeply. And sometimes it's just not going to be really comfortable, or, you know, it may be a little bit embarrassing or taboo. Somebody's definitely finding out about something. Also, be prepared that, you know, you may have some unwelcome surprises here, possibly a tower moment, but, you know, just understand that everything is happening the way that it's supposed to. If you're currently in a relationship, I do want to say this, that has been a little bit difficult. It's either going to end or it's going to deepen here, right? It's not going to stay stuck in this kind of shitty area. It's either going to become more fulfilling, or it's just going to fall off completely. Okay, and whatever is happening here emotionally, it's going to be way, way, way more intense. Okay, so I definitely want to throw that out there and let that be known. Now, also too, be careful of your finances, your taxes, and your inheritance. That's also a big thing. Beware of any type of foundation issues, because you know, definitely something is a little bit faulty here, possibly. Also too, something that's kind of cool is that this card corresponds with the 6 of Swords. So we have the 6 of Swords over here, and it's all about destruction, you know, creation, passing the old, bringing in the new. you know, things that we've kind of hidden, those are all coming back around. Also too, like I said, there's a level of transformation, ending, beginnings, and a new way, and the old way of leaving, but also a lot of intensity that's going to be centered around these next couple of days, okay? So if you feel like things are more heightened, they are, because you have like this level of transformation, okay? Why is Temperance here for Cancer? Okay. You have Temperance with, actually I've been shuffling these upside down, hold on. Why is Temperance here for Cancer? Okay, Temperance is clarified by the star, okay? I feel like you guys have been waiting for something that you've been hoping for a long time to kind of finally pan out, possibly dealing with an Aquarius. Or a Leo. You're looking for something to say like, yeah, you're doing the right thing. That's what I get. You're looking for a message either from your guides or from the person that you care about. Maybe this is pertaining to a job, but it's something here, you know, or maybe your health where, you know, you're looking for something to be said like, hey, everything is okay. You know, everything is fine. Everything is going to work out exactly how it's supposed to. You know, you definitely have the sun here, Cancer. So, you know, there's a lot of happiness in what you're waiting for, okay? Why is the Nine of Wands reversed? Because of the Ten of Swords reversed. So, you know, I feel like you're no longer waiting. There's something that's definitely ended, but you're no longer like hurt about it. It's like you're moving forward. It's kind of weird. My cards are all mixed up, which is odd. What's Death, okay? So again, here's Death. So there's something ending here. If it's a relationship, it needed to go. What's coming from Death? Nine of Cups. Something that, like I said, something that you wanted, something that, you know, something that you really do have the ability to expand in is now kind of coming full circle for you. But you also are letting go what doesn't serve you, you know? Whoa. Why are you letting it go? Because it's the world. It's a completion. All right? So something unexpected is definitely happening, but just understand, like, it's where it's supposed to be, okay? So, ironically enough, you guys are, you know, being shown as somebody who's communicating and leaving the past behind and moving forward. You're making a decision that's best for everybody involved. If you have a family, maybe you are leaving, you know, the father or mother of your kids, but you're making a decision that's best for everyone, not just solely best for you, but you're also being very clear and precise with your level of communication, okay? People are seeing you as, I said what I said, now I'm gonna go ahead and walk away, okay? You can either hop on or you can hop off. It's really up to you. It's kind of like that type of vibe, Cancer. But on the inside, you guys have the Lovers with the Four of Swords reversed. So you're no longer stuck in a place where you're, you know, you're waiting. You're no longer stuck in a place where, you know, you're watching the clock tick by. And you're back in this High Priestess mode where you know shit, but you're not going to say it. You're not expressing yourself like you usually do. I do want to, you know, make note of that. All right. So Cancer, that is your reading. Hopefully this makes sense. Also too, if you guys can, comment in the comment section about, you know, how do you guys feel about these cards? Like, what is your thought on them? You guys like them? Do you think they suck? Like, what's going on? Totally want to know. All right, what's going on for Pisces, 25th through the 26th, Pisces, okay? You guys have that Mercury retrograde also, very similar to Aquarius, so that's kind of dope. Let's see what's going on with Pisces, 25th, 26th, the Moon card, here you are, Pisces or Cancer, what's going on with Pisces, 25th and 26th, okay, Nine of Pentacles, possibly dealing with a Virgo. I feel like people are surprised. Like, you're surprising somebody right now. And maybe it's a surprise in some type of communication with you. But there's a level of somebody being surprised. And I feel like you're in a very loving and caring state. So I'm kind of curious how this is going to come across with what else these are clarified with. But inside, you're really clear. Like, you're very clear-minded. You know, you're speaking your truth. You know your truth. You know exactly what it is. It is what it is, right? So similar to what I said with Aquarius, as we know, this happens 3 or 4 times a year. The retrograde usually means, you know, we go back or we retreat. But remember, this planet is definitely one of slippery wit, adaptability, and it's also really close to the sun. So even though things may appear that it's going backwards, it really isn't, right? It's just kind of like a planet of illusions because the Earth is orbiting around the suns at different speeds, you know, than Mercury and the other planets, okay? I just nerded out, sorry. Also too, you know, a lot of times where like some crazy electronical stuff happens, we're like, shit, Mercury, what is a Mercury retrograde, right? But, you know, as everyone knows, Mercury definitely isn't, you know, a predictable planet. And also once it's in retrograde, it's like driving a car backwards. Everything ruled by Mercury is usually off kilter or goes a little bit wonky. So kind of interesting, I do want to say this. If you guys are signing any type of contracts, any type of deals, be very careful with what you guys are signing, okay? Make sure you double check. You check every email you send, every text you send. If you're gonna leave for a trip, make sure you leave early, expect delays. Just make sure that anything that can go wrong, you guys are double checking because that's definitely, you know, something that can happen. Also too, if you're asking about a relationship or you want, you know, some information, now's not a good time to get married, but it's also a really good time to, but it is a good time for you to renew your vows, which is kind of interesting. Also too, it's not a good time, like if you and your spouse are arguing, now's not the time to try to like break up, ironically enough. But it's almost like, hey, like divorce right now is not a good time. And usually when this card turns up, like if you're feeling hopeless, like shit, what is gonna happen? And worried about a relationship that's gonna work, this card is actually a really good one for it to turn up in a reading, okay? But just understand, this is associated with the Two of Swords, so expect, you know, blunders and cancellations and failures and, you know, that type of thing. But when it comes to love, it is a very good card, okay? All right, so why is the moon here for Pisces? Woo, that just popped up with the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so now you guys have the Nine of Pentacles twice. So why are you showing me this? What card is this? With the Six of Cups. Okay, so I feel like you guys, for whatever right now, Pisces, if you guys are single, you guys are definitely in a place where maybe you're more financially grounded. However, you're thinking of a place where you did have some type of romantic connection with somebody. Maybe it's somebody from the past, possibly a Scorpio. And, you know, you guys probably right now are not talking because you do have that Five of Wands. There was some type of argument that came about, maybe with a Leo, you know, where you both are on opposite sides of one another, maybe, you know, on 2 different sides of the world or 2 different sides of the country, and you both are feeling the exact same way. So I feel like for you guys, there is a level of reflection here, and there is something that's being brought back up with this Mercury retrograde card that's reminding you, like, do you want to be single or do you want that Six of Cups, okay? Why is the Nine of Pentacles here? And that's clarified by the Seven of Swords. Okay, so maybe there was some type of communication either with work or with somebody where, you know, whoever you were having communication with, maybe it is a Aquarius, or they communicated in Aquarius way. It was very non-emotional. They just cut you off and they walked away. And that kind of left you here like, well, what the hell? What the hell am I gonna do? So how does Pisces feel about the Seven of Swords? Seven of Swords is clarified by the Lovers. Maybe a Gemini popped off to you, Pisces. And I feel like when this person did this, it made you realize how much you love them. It's funny how much you love them, the Moon card. How much you were hiding, you know, the fact that you did have a lot of love for them. The fact that you know, saw this person as somebody that you could marry, possibly, you know, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. There's a level of love here, I feel like, between you and this person that's very different. Very, very different. How does this person feel about Pisces? The Hierophant. Here's the thing, okay? So Pisces, please don't get upset. But I feel like with this card here, if you're dealing with a sign that is, you know, somebody that thinks outside of the box, the fact that you had to do things so rigid for them just didn't work. That's why they had to walk away. It was like, I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of doing the right thing and nothing coming from it. And that's why they left. They also feel like you were right for them and that you were somebody that they had the potential, you know, of marrying and seeing you in that type of light. Okay, so you are, Pisces, I feel like, going to reach out to somebody and you're going to send a message that is going to surprise them, or they are going to surprise you, depending on if you're cross-watching, okay, with this Eight of Wands. That's Sagittarius and Mercury, or Mercury and Sagittarius. So there's a level of communication here that's very light and airy and fun, but it also has a level of love that is in this sense, okay? If you guys are drinking, be careful what you say, because you still have this retrograde card, okay? Also, too, you guys are definitely in your heads, and you guys are really, really kind of like being stubborn and trying to be strong, but, you know, and trying to find the best way for you to have everything, especially with that Four of Pentacles, which is definitely, you know, Capricorn Sun, or Sun in Capricorn. So just understand that, you know, you are going to send some type of communication probably when you're drinking. So just be careful whatever you're saying, that it's something okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get on to Scorpio. What's going on with Scorpio, the 25th and the 26th? Whoa. All right. Ooh, North Node, life's purpose. So fun fact, this is actually one of my favorite cards because it pertains to, I think, the Ten of Cups. And it all has to do with like destiny and, you know, things that are fated. It has to do with karma and like those type of things. So I fucking love that card, Scorpio. All right, 25th and 26th, what's going on for Scorpio? Okay, the Fool, definitely some type of new journey. Something is changing for you guys, and it's something that's unexpected. Possibly it is with a Leo, okay? How you're being perceived by other people, you're probably, you know, looking a little bit beat up and probably tired. However, you're really just trying to invest your time and your energy into things that matter right now, because maybe you are a little bit tired for whatever reason. Maybe there's a lot going on, and, you know, you're just trying to stand your ground and kind of keep like a good aura about you, I guess. That's the best way to put it. Okay, so the North Node, like I said, it definitely represents our destiny. So whether you're destined to be with this person or you're destined to get this job, there's definitely something that you're going to benefit from all the good work that you've done in past lives and also now, okay? With this North Node, it's also about Jupiter, right? It kind of acts like the karmic Jupiter. So where doorways open, and then suddenly, you know, you're exactly where you need to be, because like you're super, super lucky right now. If this card, let me go back. Because this card is in your guys' reading, what this is really telling you is that you can be assured that you're being placed in this situation for a reason. You know, there's a lot of life lessons here, but just understand that you've arrived at this very moment, these next couple of days, because it's for your higher good, okay? Your life is expanding. Maybe, you know, you're having a baby. Maybe you're meeting new people, you know, that you've known for a long time, or, you know, possibly, you know, there's a different type of view over your life. Like there's something definitely going on here that's letting you know, just understand you're exactly where it's supposed to be. You know, this is your life purpose. This is your, you know, your soul's enlargement. This is your reward for doing things, you know, the right way. And I think that it's pretty dope that this is here. Okay, also too, you could possibly be getting offers, especially when it comes to finances. So that's also good, Scorpio. Let me move this over so you guys can see everything. All right, why is the Fool here? Clearly a new start. Okay, Ace of Swords. So again, there's a level of clarity here with, even though you're the Fool, maybe you're going into something very blind. Like there's still a level of clarity that you have, even though you don't know where it's coming from. It's definitely there, and it's definitely telling you like, hey, this is something special, and this is something that's going to surprise you. Maybe you guys are dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, or a Scorpio. What's being offered with this Page of Cups? It's the Lovers, okay? So Scorpio, if you're meeting somebody over this next couple of days and you're single, this is definitely your soulmate. This is probably the person you're gonna end up with. If you are currently in a relationship right now, it's exactly where you're supposed to be, and there is a surprise coming from you, possibly from a Gemini, okay? Why is Strength here for Scorpio? Okay, Strength is here with the Queen of Wands. You guys could be dealing with any of the fire signs, Aries, Leo, or Sag. Why are you showing me this? Okay, whoa. That's here with the Three of Wands. There's some type of waiting period. You're waiting for this Queen of Wands to tell you something. What are they waiting on? Something that you've been thinking about heavily, some type of forward movement. Maybe you're trying to find out whether or not you got the job, whether or not you got the house, whether or not you're going to have some type of forward movement. This Queen of Wands holds a lot of information for you, or you're holding this information and waiting to express it to them. And it could be about an Aquarius, or it is projected in a way where, you know, think about Aquarius. They're unpredictable, they're change. It's a little bit of a harshness, a little bit of a quickness, but this is being articulated in that type of way, okay? Where's the Six of Swords going for Scorpio? Where's the Six of Swords going for Scorpio? Okay, King of Pentacles, okay? So definitely possibly a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, or there's some type of talks either with a boss, either you're changing jobs, either, you know, you're having a conversation with your father, or, you know, you are being made an offer by, you know, one that's substantial, one that has to do with like marriage or that type of thing. Okay, so you guys do have a couple of nines here, so I do want to point that out. You know, you're definitely waiting, but you're also waiting for your money to get right. There's something that you guys want to act on, but you're waiting. How people are showing you right now is that you're being very patient. They know that you've been through a lot of shit, but you're also standing on your own, and you do look like somebody who it is very logical right now and very efficient, okay? I do want to say that. How you're viewing is you're you know, investing in what you want, because, and you're manifesting it at the same point in time. You're manifesting this communication to come in. So you're wanting to communicate with somebody. Maybe you met somebody over the internet. Maybe somebody slid in your DMs. And you're thinking about what exactly you can offer that person, and also how to approach them in a way where they will respond back to you. All right. So water, you guys are done. Let's go ahead and hop into Earth. What's going on with Earth right now? All right. What's going on with Capricorn? Oh, whoops, this one's first. What's going on with Capricorn? 25th and the 26th. Capricorn, whoa, hold on. Capricorn, okay. 25th and 26th, okay. 7th house partners. Okay, that's dope, Capricorn. So 7th house of partnership. Hello, I'm here for that. You know, who you're marrying, who are your friends, you know, what does your household look like? 25th and 26th for Capricorn, please. What's going on for Capricorn? Okay, Ace of Pentacles. Obviously, there's a new start happening. There's an offer. Maybe you're being proposed to. As I said that, possibly dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, or Gemini, Two of Cups. Like I said, there's some type of offer here. There's something that's, let me take a sip of water. there's something being locked down here. So either you guys are in a committed relationship and you guys are taking your relationship to the next level, right? Or, you know, you're just kind of setting it in stone where, okay, hey, I want to be with you. Hey, I pick you. Like, do you want to do this? Or it's actually you guys physically getting engaged, right? And that's something that's kind of interesting. So the dope thing about the 7th house is it's all about, you know, emotional and domestic kind of like bindings, I feel like, right? The 7th house definitely represents, you know, the others, as they like to say. And it is opposite of the 1st house, which is self, okay? So traditionally, you know, this is usually thought about to be, you know, the house of marriage and partners. And although this is definitely still that meaning, the others can also signify like friends and family and groups, right? Or co-workers. Like there's something definitely here that's going on. Also too, this card is, you know, Libra, right? And Libra is all about being fair and balanced. But it is also the house of open enemies. Be careful, Capricorn. Okay, so with this card being here, it can mean one or two things, okay? So either there's some type of situation going on with your partner or your significant other, or court cases, or any type of legal issues, okay? The cool thing about this card is it's neutral. It doesn't go either way, right? So that's definitely a positive with that. Also too, something I do want to note is that, you know, like I said, this card can definitely mean engagement or marriage or a relationship moving to the next level. Or it can also be about gaining a level of maturity, which is important. And it's also saying like, hey, you are being prepared for a very serious relationship, okay? If you are currently in a dysfunctional or an unhealthy relationship, you can also look, you know, and understand that things are going to change, and they're going to change really, really quick. All right. This card is definitely, you know, like I said, justice. It's all about, you know, marriage, partners, true love, and the other person. Also, it has to do with your rivals and court cases. If you guys are in a court case and you guys are waiting for some type of information, you are going to fare well based on the cards that I see here. Okay, what is this new offer for Capricorn with the Ace of Pentacles? Knight of Pentacles. Okay, something's definitely being given to you that's a very, very solid offer. It's one that you've waited for a while, possibly dealing with any of the earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. And it's something that you would be very, very happy about. It's a wish being fulfilled. There's something here coming in. Now, whether it's money or it's love, there's something definitely here about expansion. Either your money is growing, or, you know, your heart and your love life is growing as well. Okay, why is the Two of Cups here for Capricorn with the High Priestess? Okay, so maybe there's some type of arrangement that's being made with a Taurus or a Cancer behind your back, or you're doing it behind somebody else's back. There's a level of secrecy hidden here with this Two of Cups. And it could be with a Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, or Aquarius, or also you, Capricorn. So there's a level of unpredictability here and a level of change. I also feel like this is being hidden. Maybe you guys are hiding this King of Cups, or the King of Cups is hiding something from you, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. But there's something that's being hidden. The High Priestess is hiding it. Why is she hiding it? Because of the Knight of Cups. Okay, so if you guys are dealing with two different people, maybe two different water signs, or you're dealing with somebody that does have water in their chart, one is younger, one is older, you are committing to one, but you're not committing to the other. That's what I get. Yeah, you've thought about it, because how does Capricorn feel about this? The Three of Cups. Okay, you know that it's a third party situation. You're trying to, you know, give emotionally to each one of them. maybe a Cancer. The problem is it's like you have to pick one. One is demanding, you know, a level of, you know, comfort. How does the third party feel about this? Okay, they feel like the moon. Okay, they feel like they're being hidden. They don't like it. Pisces or Cancer. How does the other person feel about it? The Eight of Wands. They feel like you're moving on with the right person, maybe a Sagittarius. You've communicated them that you want to have that forward movement with them, but you've not necessarily told this other person, okay? The other person is still being hidden. However, you know, this person you do want that forward movement with fast, okay? Now, the Hierophant is clarified by the Ten of Cups reversed, and the Three of Cups, so you guys have the Three of Cups twice, is clarified by the Page of Swords. So you know in your heart that you have to cut one out. You know that you have to. However, it's making the right decision with who you want, and you know it's going to hurt somebody. And I feel like it also hurts you because you have this Ten of Cups reversed, which is Pisces. Okay, so maybe you guys are leaving out a Pisces, or, you know, some type of water sign, or, you know, something to that extent. But there's definitely some type of third party situation. And I feel like with, you know, a heavy emphasis on partnership, you know that one is pretty much saying, like, you need to choose. Like, I'm done being a third party. I'm done being a mistress. Either break up with, you know, your wife, or, you know, maybe they find out some type of information about you. But it's better to be on that up and up than to have, you know, that door swing around and kick you in your ass. All right? Best of luck, Capricorn. I do want to say that. All right. What's going on with Taurus? The 25th and the 26th of March. Taurus. Okay. Ooh, fire element, desire. That's pretty dope. I'm here for that. We are in Aries season, so we might as well add a level of oomph to it. What's going on with Taurus? 25th and 26th. Okay. Like I said, Taurus, King of Wands. You guys are probably dealing with an Aries, Sag, or Leo. What's going on? Ooh. Okay, Knight of Cups. Maybe you guys have more than one suitor here. Ooh, the Lovers. Maybe a Gemini, Three of Swords, or a Libra. Okay. Again, a lot of third-party situations with the air signs based on what I'm seeing from the last two. I feel like you guys are having a hard time choosing who you want. Again, I feel like one is either more mature than the other one is, or one is actually physically older and one is younger. But there's definitely a difference in these two different types of energy. Okay, so let's talk about this. Anytime we see the fire element, this means like changes are coming and a lot of new movement, okay? And it's coming in quick for you guys. So anytime, you know, we have fire, it's also about new beginnings and how fast our energy is moving towards it. Like, think about it, like fire, like scorches away any impurities. It will clear landscapes, right, for new growth, and it leaves an area, even though we may not think it, much healthier or stronger, right? That's kind of like the idea of it. Now, whenever we have this card, especially for these next few days, there's going to be some type of change that's dramatic and unforgettable, okay? So be careful. Also, it's being transformed through a wake-up call or a personal, like, epiphany. Maybe these people find out and they both say, fuck it, I'm out, which is why you're upset. Or maybe you choose one over the other. But it's something here. Also, too, it's, you know, these next couple of days, you need to be honest. You know, you need to have a level of honesty, and also, you know, with this here, it's suggesting that you assert yourself and be upfront, or vice versa. You know, in any event, you're going to understand where you stand as well as, you know, anyone else in your life. But it's revealing a level of mystery, or, you know, a level of something being hidden that's no longer being hidden. Okay, this card definitely represents the Two of Wands. So it's pushing ahead. It's a level of strength. It's new starts, right? Very passionate. You know, if you guys are curious about, you know, love, this, you know, you're very highly attracted to these people, right? And at least one part of you does love them. However, don't make a mistake in, you know, thinking, you know, don't make a mistake of attempting to make these people jealous because you're not getting the attention you want. You have to be very, very careful, okay? Because sometimes when things come fast, they leave fast as well. All right, so I definitely want to say that, especially with that fire element here. All right, so why is the King of Wands here for Taurus? King of Wands is with the Seven of Cups, okay? Possibly dealing with the Scorpio. You know, I feel like this King of Wands is somebody who's highly attractive, Taurus. I feel like you're very, very attracted to this person. They dress nice, they smell nice, they look good. And I think for you, it's like you're thinking of all the opportunities or the different scenarios that you can have. Okay, but I also feel like with this Queen of Swords here, maybe you're worried about this King of Wands having somebody else, you know, having you as an option, because here she's, you know, Gemini, Libra, or Sag, okay? Or no, I'm sorry, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And maybe you're worried that this King of Wands has multiple offers. How does, how does Taurus feel about this? Okay, Four of Swords, yeah. So I do think that you like somebody, but I think that you know that this person is dating and there are other options. I feel like, you know, you're sitting around waiting for them to choose you. That's what I get heavily. You're sitting around waiting for them to choose you. However, there is a Queen of Swords that is in this mix when it comes to this person, okay? Knight of Cups, what's going on with the Knight of Cups? The Knight of Cups is clarified with the Three of Pentacles. Maybe you know this person at work. This person, you know, is highly intelligent, very efficient, possibly a Capricorn. And here you are here, which is the Queen of Pentacles. So that's why I think like you may work with this person, or you're more so trying to work on things with them. How do you feel about this Knight of Cups? How does Taurus feel about this Knight of Cups? The Queen of Cups. Okay, so I feel like you have a lot of loving feelings towards them. I definitely get that. You know, you enjoy this person. You feel like this person logically makes sense and it works. How does this person feel? How does this person feel about Taurus? How does this Knight of Cups? Okay, Nine of Cups. So, you know, definitely out of these two options, this King of Wands, he's kind of the player type. He has a lot of options and he's not planning on choosing one anytime soon. This Knight of Cups definitely looks at you as somebody that, you know, he would marry, somebody that he's very thankful to have in his life, and something that can actually work out and make sense, okay? Now, for you guys, right, maybe this Knight of Cups is making you some type of offer. Now, it doesn't have to be their first sign, right, their sun sign. It could be any of their signs. Moon, rising, or Venus, right? Those are our main ones. But you may have some type of communication with a Gemini, or you feel in love. Like there's something that comes in. There's some type of, you know, that's the best way to say it. Some type of communication here that makes you feel really, really good. Okay, you're portraying like it makes you feel good, right? But then on the inside, you're still kind of hurt because I feel like you're stuck on this guy. Three of Swords with the Four of Pentacles. It's like you're still being a little bit stubborn because you're kind of stuck on stupid over here, even though this one is giving you that offer, okay? And I think, Taurus, it's because there's a level of unknown here that you're still curious, and I do feel like you're highly attracted to this person, which is why you're almost like ready to sit there and wait for them. And it's like you're waiting it out. Like, stop waiting. Like, this person is just, they're not going to make a decision anytime soon, and you guys deserve a lot more than that. Okay, let's go ahead and get on to Virgo. What's going on with Virgo? 25th and 26th. Weird. You guys also have the fire element. Okay, so I mean, again, let's try one more time. Let's see if we can get something different for Virgo. What's going on with Virgo? 15th, or I'm sorry, the 25th through the 26th for Virgo. Okay, Sagittarius, I see. Beautiful. Maybe you guys are dealing with the Sag. That'd be kind of interesting, right, Virgo? Okay, what's going on with Virgo, 25th and 26th? Okay, Ten of Pentacles, that's definitely you guys. Beautiful. Something about home, something about, you know, a level of comfort is definitely here for you, Virgo. And then you guys have the Two of Pentacles, possibly dealing with a Capricorn, Gemini, another Virgo, or a Cancer, Pisces, or Gemini here. So it's really good cards, like really good cards. The only one that's kind of confusing is this, but it also can be about, you know, right now, it's just during a time where, you know, you're going through that day-to-day. It's like that day-to-day grind, that mundane. It's like not a lot is changing maybe, especially with this here. But as far as this is concerned, this is letting you know that you guys are about to hit your mark, okay? So remember, Sagittarius is definitely ruled by Jupiter, right? And Jupiter or Sagittarius is a mutable sign, so they're pretty easygoing. The easiest, I feel like, of the fire signs. Also, too, which is kind of dope, but Sagittarius, what the hell are they called? Centaurs, right? And, you know, they're trained to hit their target every single time. And the one thing about Sages is that they're very honest and very candid, and they're not afraid to speak the truth, okay? And also they're not offended by the truth. And, you know, sometimes I feel like they can get offended or surprised when others are offended to their words. So if you guys are dealing with a Sagittarius, there's going to be an open line of communication, or an open line of communication with, you know, whatever is going on with your life right now. That's definitely, you know, something that's coming up. It's springtime. So also think like, you know, Sagittarius are very outdoorsy and have a great sense of play and fun. Extremely restless, right? And they don't like to stay in the same spot. So you guys may be traveling, you guys may be hiking or climbing or roaming, and you guys are trying to get out of the routine, which is what we have here, okay? Which is kind of interesting. Also too, like there's a level of luck here, but sometimes not with money, okay? I do want to say that because I do think that that's important. Also too, Virgo, if you guys are in a relationship, you may need to give your partner a little bit of space right now, or loosen the reins a little bit. Maybe it's just a little bit too structured almost. Or, you know, another way of looking at this is maybe you guys are getting ready to travel, right? You guys are going to be going and seeing the mountains or the ocean or the lake. Maybe you guys are going to be going gambling, or, you know, something's definitely coming in, because there's a lot of luck here and a lot of things being opened and a lot of truths being had here. So this is definitely the Six of Wands, which is about freedom and exploration and, you know, travel and a level of honesty, okay? All right, so why is the Ten of Pentacles here for Virgo? With the Moon, okay. If you guys are waiting to see if you get a house, I feel like it's in the works. Maybe you guys are dealing with a Pisces or a Cancer. There's something here that's being hidden pertaining to, you know, this level of growth here, this level of happiness. Why is it being hidden? Nine of Swords. Maybe you're not sharing it, okay? That's definitely Gemini. How does Virgo feel about this? Five of Wands. Okay, maybe something's up in the air right now. Okay, maybe that's what's going on. Maybe there's a level of distance between you and this person, and you've not necessarily expressed, you know, what it is that makes you happy. It also can be too, Virgo, that maybe there was some type of separation here with this Five of Wands, maybe with a Leo, and you know, you guys are at opposite ends, or you're not sleeping in the same bed as this person. But what they are reminding you is this Six of Wands, okay? Things are changing, luck is changing. So even though you feel this Six of Wands, Five of Wands, Five of Wands, Nine of Swords, and the Moon card, things are coming out of this period, okay? That is pertaining to, you know, what grounds you, your home, your family, your love, okay? Now, with this, why is this here? With the Strength card, maybe you guys are dealing with a Leo. I feel like definitely, you know, I feel like it's telling you to be strong. You guys are balancing a lot of moving parts right now, and things are changing, and they are changing quickly. 8 of Wands, again, that is Sagittarius energy. I do want to say that, and there is going to be a level of communication with the person that you are having, you know, arguments with. It could be possibly a boss or a friend, but there is going to be open communication here that's going to stop this block between you and this person, and you guys are going to move towards more of a happier area. Okay, what's being manifested here? It's like you're coming across as somebody who says something and then they're achieving it, especially with this Queen of Cups. It's like, you know, there's a level of loving, nurturing, caring nature, but also one that's communicated in a way that everyone understands. On the inside, I feel like once this communication is had, I feel like you return back to a place of this 2 of Cups with the 9 of Cups. So back to having love go the way that you're used to it going, right? Back to it, you know, being efficient and, you know, pure and, you know, perfect in your mind. But right now it just hit like a little bit of a hiccup or a speed bump, okay? So Virgo, hopefully that makes sense. As I'm over here, I'm like, where the hell did these cards go? As you guys know, like Vicky films here too, so we have like hella cards everywhere. And sometimes I'm like, are those my cards or her cards? Okay, so last but not least, let's get on to the fire, okay? So this is for Aries, 25th and the 26th. What's going on with Aries, 25th and 26th? Woo! The moon, soul. Oh shit, Aries, that's intense. I love this though, because there's something very internal going on, very emotional, okay? That just popped out, hold on. Aries, 25th and 26th. Okay, 3 of Cups. Aries, be careful of your drinking, if you're having fun with friends, or there is a third-party situation. Okay, Knight of Wands, here you guys are. All right. Okay, Aries. Clearly, you know, there's a level of fuck shit going on. Like, I do want to throw that out there, and I feel like you guys will appreciate that probably more than anything. Aries, I definitely feel like you guys have a gut feeling that something is off, okay? And I feel like there's something that's definitely hidden from you guys. And just understand, like, if you have a gut instinct, right? Like, our gut actually has more nerve endings than, like, besides our, what is it? Our brain, our gut is the next one, okay? So when you say like a gut instinct, it really is a gut instinct. It's because it's trying to protect you, okay? It's very emotional though, I feel like with you, and very sensitive. Definitely, you know, this is pertaining to a level of security, I feel like, right? It's something that, you know, it tends to be dark, I feel like. This can also signify like a relationship with our moms, right? As well as pregnancy or our grandmothers or old age or something like that. Just understand that, you know, how we respond emotionally, or the moon, I'm sorry, the moon shows how we respond emotionally and what we feel most deeply, okay? So it also represents secrets, right? So there's definitely something going on here that's being kept a secret. And, you know, it's interesting because, how do I say this? There's something that's definitely being concealed, right? Definitely something that's being concealed. If you're having a hard time controlling your emotions, which I do see right here, just you want to make sure that however you're doing it, you're doing it in a safe way. You're probably overly sensitive right now, and this is a good time for you to rely on your imagination, and also pay attention to your dreams. Your dreams are telling you something right now, and it's really, really important to pay attention to that. Also, too, be careful with what you're drinking, because substance abuse is definitely can be an issue here, or there's an energy around somebody that you're very close to that does have an issue with drinking, okay? So that is that. Also too, just so you guys know, this represents the High Priestess. I feel like someone from your past is probably going to come back in your life. And anything that starts right now, if you guys are single, it may be a little bit awkward or strange, but compelling or even familiar, like you've done this before. And just understand that you're probably meeting this person during like the late night hours, and pay close attention to any energies that are around you, okay? And really, really, really pay attention to your gut, okay? Definitely pertaining to, you know, your soul, your memory, you know, deep love and those type of things, all right? Aries, don't hate my ass. I'm just delivering a message, okay? Why is the, and I love you guys, by the way. I really do enjoy Aries. All right, so 3 of Cups. Why is this here for Aries? Okay, the Tower. So there's definitely something here. I don't think you feel good about it. What's the energy of the Tower for Aries? One more time. What's the energy? Okay. 7 of Pentacles. Maybe you guys were investing in some type of relationship, possibly with a Capricorn or a Cancer, or I'm sorry, Capricorn or a Scorpio, possibly a Taurus that you thought had a lot of potential. But maybe you recently found out that there was a third-party situation, because how does Aries feel about this? Six of Swords, maybe an Aquarius. You know, something is definitely being vocalized to you, or maybe you're vocalizing to this person how you feel, and there is some type of forward movement. I said, where is the forward movement going to? And it's the World card, so definitely a completion of a cycle or an ending here. Okay, how does Aquarius, or how does Aries feel about the ending? Ace of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Okay. So maybe the person that you're in a relationship with, or the person that you like, you found out that there was a third party and that has now ended, okay? Now you feel like, again, you know, there is an offer here, okay? An offer with a new start, and it's something that's substantial. Or, you know, the Tower moment is for you because you were dealing with more than one person and you had to pick, and now you're picked a new start. However, I do feel like you had to have that open level of communication, and I do feel like it's whoever you were with that had some type of third party, okay? And it's one that you're not willing to walk away from. This relationship isn't something you're willing to leave. Maybe it's with a Sagittarius. Why is the Knight of Wands here for Aries? Knight of Wands is with the 3 of Swords. That's why I think that this hurts. There is a level of hurt here, okay? Maybe with a Libra. Why are you showing me this? 5 of Wands, okay? There was something that was definitely said. There's an argument that happened, probably pertaining to this third party. Maybe somebody was drinking and decided to pop off, and, you know, somebody had to leave. 8 of Cups. Somebody had to leave this situation in order for it to get better. How does Aries feel about this? Okay. 9 of Swords with the 10 of Pentacles. So I feel like you're really in your head about it, right? It's like you're very fixated on this 10 of Pentacles, possibly a Virgo, possibly a Gemini. What is Aries thinking about the 10 of Swords? Okay, the Page of Swords. Maybe you were being lied to, you know, maybe a Gemini. Page of Swords usually reminds me of Gemini. You know, there was something that wasn't being said here, and I feel like that's what bothered you. Maybe somebody wasn't communicating with you, but, you know, or you were fixated in stalking their page, or they were stalking your page. Maybe this person, this other party, reached out to you and said something to you, okay, which then caused the Tower moment and then forced you to make a comment to the person you're with and say, hey, enough is enough. I'm not putting up with this shit anymore. You need to choose. They choose you, which makes you feel like the 10 of Pentacles. However, you're still in that 9 of Swords thought process, like, well, fuck, like, the fact I had to be a third party isn't okay. You know what I mean? And I feel like for you, it's like bittersweet, right? Because I do think that you always did have some type of inkling that something was going on. I just don't think you could 100% like quantify it, or you couldn't necessarily grasp it completely, but you knew something was wrong. Okay, I do want to say that. Now, how people are viewing you, you guys could definitely be dealing with an air sign, right? Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, or a Leo, you're blocking it. Now it's like with this person, like there's a level of being blocked. Like you're blocking, like you're not as open right now as you usually are. And you're kind of putting this person through like trials and tribulations. Like now you have to get through all these things in order for me to take my wall down. That's kind of how I'm looking at it. Now with you, how you feel internally is the Ten of Swords, which is definitely an ending, right? And a completion with the Wheel of Fortune. So definitely Gemini energy or Sagittarius. I feel like the worst has already came, and now you guys are moving into a different realm, right? You have the Wheel of Fortune. Things are going to start going right for you because you got past that one thing that you've kind of been holding on to. And I feel like, I'm sorry, Aries, I feel like you've known about it. So, you know, for a period of time, I just think you weren't willing to kind of like rock the boat just yet, except it was like forced upon you. It was like kind of like thrown into your face where it's like, you do have to react now. Okay. All right. Leo, my lovely Leos. Okay, 25th through the 26th for Leo. What's going on with Leo? 25th and 26th for Leo. Cancer, I feel beautiful. I feel like that's perfect for Leo. You guys are always so loving and caring and affectionate. All right, 25th and 26th for Leo. Okay. A lot of forward movement here. Movement in the right direction. You're being kind of forced to move. You know, this is definitely a major arcana, possibly Cancer also. So there's a theme here for you guys. And there's definitely a level of reflection, okay? Okay, with the Devil. So definitely possibly a Capricorn or a Scorpio. You guys could be dealing with a Gemini, Capricorn, Pisces, or Scorpio also over here. So kind of interesting. You guys have, you know, for what's going on with you, you guys have definitely the major arcana, which are right in the center. Okay. There's a level of fixation. There's a level of being attached, whether it's a positive or a negative attachment. And maybe you are moving towards being attached to somebody in particular, or you're moving away from being attached to them. Okay. But you are definitely in your head, and you're definitely more quiet, I feel like, than people are used to you being. So that's kind of interesting. Also too, with this Cancer card here and how I feel, it's like, you know, Cancers have a lot of like depth when it comes to their feelings, but it's not easily seen, right? So, you know, the one thing I feel like this does for Cancer, unlike Pisces, is the fact that because they hide it so well, there is great power in how well they hide their emotions, right? So they're a little bit reclusive, and, you know, sometimes like when we hide our feelings, because I'm mostly Cancer, we tend to have like different mood swings, right? So we're emotionally emotionally vulnerable, and we can be, you know, wounded easily, right? Now with this card being here, it's definitely, you know, a sign of a mother, or, you know, Cancer tends to be definitely overprotective of their children, and also like to take control and take over. Okay. So that's kind of interesting. Cancer, I just feel like you feel the need to protect something right now. You're very much in protection mode. And you have a sense of taking care of your children or taking care of the ones that you love. I feel like you guys are receiving a lot of psychic messages right now, or there's something going on where, you know, your gut is telling you something and it's extremely accurate. Okay. Also too, you know, if I was you guys, I would definitely withdraw your emotions right now, because I feel like there's something definitely going on where you're beginning to be depressed, or you're starting to feel depressed, and that's just not good for Leo. That's my personal opinion. I just don't think that it's good, okay? But this card definitely means family, or, you know, some type of situation pertaining to your home that needs to be addressed. Maybe you're having issues with your mom, or a woman figure that's definitely, you know, predominant in your family. Also too, just understand, like, if you guys are going through ups and downs or definite mood swings, just know that it's going to pass, right? It's like the moon, right? It goes in phases. But just understand, also could be a level of pregnancy, memory, past, you know, you may feel the need to want to hide and kind of, you know, take some time to regroup and reset your feelings, all right? Where's the Chariot heading for Leo? Temperance, okay, maybe a Sagittarius. Maybe there's some type of travel going on, or there's a level of reflection on how to become balanced, right? On how to balance out your emotions. Maybe you're frustrated with something and you're really trying to keep an even keel with things, Leo. Because I do feel like you're a little bit fiery right now, especially with that Page of Wands, right? So any of the fire signs, Aries, Sag, or Leo. But I feel like there's a level of balance here with you guys. You guys know when to be quiet and when not. You guys know that when you guys are reaching a point where things aren't great, you can kind of, you know, pull back and like readjust your reins while continuing to move forward, okay? Why is this here for Leo? With the Queen of Swords, okay. Maybe you guys are dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Give me a little bit more information with the Ace of Cups. So how does Leo feel about this? I feel like, you know, there's an open line of communication here. I think that there's something, you know, something that's very negative at times that happens. Like sometimes there's a level of negativity because words are said, and I think that sometimes it puts you in a place where, you know, you just can't handle it. Maybe people around you are fighting, maybe your mom and dad are fighting. You know, there's some type of conflict, I feel like, that's going on with people that you care deeply about. And with this Queen of Swords here, it's being articulated in a way that's very like straightforward and blunt. However, there is like a new beginning here, I feel like, and it starts with whatever type of clarity or honesty that you're seeing. And I feel like, you know, if there was something going on with, you know, this air sign, you're definitely moving past it because you have the Ten of Wands here. It's like the past is the past, right? Ironically enough, Leo, how you feel or how people are viewing you is, you know, they're viewing you as somebody who is upset and vocalizing it, but still upset. Like there's something going on in your head that you're not 100% saying. You're saying enough, but not everything. That's how I feel. Also, too, if you guys are dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, you're very much in your head. You're like thinking of all these different scenarios and situations. Like, I don't know if you guys are 100%, you know, happy, right? Because you have the Ten of Cups, but then that's clarified by the High Priestess. So as happy as you are, there's still a level of secrets that I feel like you're holding from them or they are holding from you. Possibly a Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, or Cancer, okay? So that's kind of interesting. and inside it may be you that's holding out. Maybe there's something that you don't want to say. And, you know, that's why you're more so going internal than sitting there, you know, expressing yourself, okay? Last but not least, let's go ahead and get into Sagittarius. 25th and the 26th for Sag. Earth element, stability. That's dope, Sag, because, you know, you guys sometimes are all over the fucking place. All right, 25th and 26th for Sagittarius. Guys are possibly traveling. There's an open level of communication. That is you, Sag, and Mercury, okay? 25th and 26th. Whoa. Oh, shit. Okay. All right. So you guys have the Star card. I'm trying to think of what other sign had the Star card also. I'm trying to think. Shit. I forget. Okay. How you guys are coming off is very strong. How you guys feel on the inside, it's the Eight of Cups. Definitely Aquarius energy, Leo energy, and Pisces energy. Sorry guys, I apologize. Sometimes, you know, like when you get like your throat's dry and you're like, what the hell? Okay, anyways, sorry, rant's over. Okay, so when it comes to the earth element, you know, I feel like now it's telling you to draw upon your strengths, okay? Think of yourself as something very solid and definitely something that's rooted, okay? Like nothing can knock you down right now, Sag. That's how I feel. Like you guys are going in the right direction, right? You guys possibly could be dealing with any of the earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, right? These are signs that definitely keep us centered, but also are very faceted to the ground, okay? I feel like for you guys, your dreams are being manifested into the real world. So if you wanted to travel, you know, now you guys have booked your trip, now you guys are traveling. But there's a level of practicality that's coming with it, which I feel like is really, really good. And there's something very solid here. It's also something that I feel like, you know, it's taken its time, right? Like there isn't a rush, but it's something that you've taken your time to do or something to achieve. And you feel very like, very good right now, okay? Very, very, very good. Also, something that's interesting too is that sometimes, you know, you don't want to be too stubborn, right? Like that is true. This card is also about building blocks or building a home or building a foundation in your life. Could be you with, you know, the person that you're with, or, you know, maybe this is, you know, just your life in general, like building more stability, okay? This card is definitely like a really good omen. And it's all about, you know, standing in your truth, okay? I definitely feel that strongly. I feel like you've had a lot of patience, which is definitely good and kind of interesting, but this card is very much a or it corresponds with the Ace of Pentacles. So, you know, responsibility, becoming organized, nature, something new is happening here for you guys, and it's really, really pretty. What's coming with this Eight of Wands for Sagittarius? Judgment. Okay, maybe something is coming around. You guys are, you know, either physically seeing somebody, maybe you haven't seen before. Maybe you guys are dealing, you know, maybe there was some type of communication with a Capricorn of, you know, being judged for some reason. What's the energy of judgment? The Five of Swords. Okay, maybe you guys are cutting somebody out, right? Especially with the Five of Swords. This is definitely Aquarius energy. You guys are moving away from that. You guys are moving away from this type of energy. Like somebody I feel like always probably looked down upon you because you didn't have that level of stability. And I feel like for you, like when they least expected it, you cut it quick. That's how I feel, especially if it is with a Capricorn. Yeah, and it definitely was some type of tower moment. Like I said, Capricorn. How does Sag feel about this tower moment? The Star card. You feel good about it. I feel like it's something that you hoped would happen, or it's something that, you know, you knew was going to happen. Something that you saw coming. One more card. How does Sag feel about the tower moment? And it's the Devil reversed. So it's like you were getting out of this toxic situation, probably with a Scorpio or a Sagittarius, and now there is some type of forward movement. What is the forward movement going towards? The Chariot, right? There is forward movement, maybe towards a Cancer. It's like you're leaving that behind. It's no longer suiting you because now you have your own level of stability and you don't need this person, okay? Why is the Star card here for Sagittarius? Shit with the Three of Cups, okay? One more card, please. Why is that here for Sagittarius? All right. Okay, with the King of Pentacles. Okay, maybe somebody is making an offer, right? King of Pentacles. If there is a third-party situation, or you're going out, you're meeting friends, there's something here about, you know, having a good time. Like I said, possibly, you know, a third-party situation. But the King of Pentacles is definitely, you know, that earth energy, okay? Can you give me a little bit more information on the Three of Cups, please, for Sag? It's the Page of Pentacles, okay? There's something new that's being offered here. Yeah, it's a brand new beginning, okay? I feel like this is your past. I feel like this is gonna happen within the next, probably already did happen, and this is where you guys are going. There's a level of newness, change, unpredictability, like something you've been dreaming about is coming. Because how does... Yeah, you're leaving the past behind and you're moving towards something much, much greater. One more card. Strength. Maybe towards a Leo. But it's definitely something that I feel like is very good. This is a new person. Can you give me Magician? Okay, maybe this new person is a Gemini, Virgo, or Aries. Or this person, you know, has this in their chart. You know, it's somebody that you've manifested, but as well, they've also, you know, definitely have manifested you. And there's some type of communication where maybe this person says something and they do it. There's also an open line of communication with you and them, and they say what they do and they do what they say. That's how I feel. Okay. So... you're being strong. You're trying to be strong here, Sag. You possibly could be very focused on a Queen of Swords. For those of you cross watchers, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or, you know, you're coming off as very like straightforward, right? Non-emotional, but very kept and very articulate with your words. It's not a little bit harsh, but I feel like you're keeping the harshness to yourself. Cross watchers, they're probably thinking about a Queen of Swords, or somebody that has those characteristics that are a little bit colder. So for you guys, then you guys have the Eight of Cups with the King of Wands. I feel like you guys feel good about leaving this situation behind. And again, that's a level of travel and like leaving that Seven of Cups, leaving like that uncertainty, you know, letting that reside and going towards something much greater, which, you know, after the Eight of Cups comes the Nine of Cups. So just want to throw that out there. But I feel like you guys definitely feel good, Sag. Definitely feel in your element and definitely feel like, you know, you are in control and you feel very good. Very, very good, actually. All right. So you guys, that is your daily read. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope it makes sense. Let me know below if you guys like these cards. I think they kind of give, you know, an interesting perspective on these daily reads. All right. I'll talk to you guys later and have a good one. Bye.